This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 56, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
This dude let Jamar Chase walk.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
Surely not, right?
And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Damn.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Akers diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Whose house?
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Wojay is old and crusty.
It's going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here we go. This is 2nd and 8. Here we go. 11. Again, it's Mixon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. You talk about this Rams defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was 4th down, and the possession changes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callaway. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. On 4th down, Callaway. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's
Damn, Aaron Donald's him? Or no?
Behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. You talk about this Rams defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that
way to get there, Ernest.
What he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, It just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
You already said this, homie.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm looking at, obviously, Van Jefferson first, and then Coop. Read the safety. Coop sucks.
Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals take over first.
Mildly confused.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
I actually missed that tackle. That's insane.
3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
He loves his little zigs.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
I don't have a 1st down yet. I don't believe.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that will be incomplete.
Way to be there. THT.
This first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
Christian Wilkins is back. That's huge.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Burrow.
That's actually really bad leg. It's not like it would have mattered.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
But it's slightly annoying.
Here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Wire.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins.
Okay. It's always the zigs.
Down, second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a pause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On one, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Shelby, and he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Burrow will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll try and run for it. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
2 birds on a wire.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not a whole lot there. He does.
Damn, my dude is hurt. Oh, holding. We'll take it.
Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They go play action with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession.
Good shit. Good shit.
And they'll take over at the
We'd love to see that.
Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want.
No reason not to take a shot.
Keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run.
Of course, a pick is obviously a thing that could happen, but we're not going to throw a pick.
Off play action. Callaway. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go,
and
continues to be
says I'm tired.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take
Kyron, what is that blocking, buddy?
And the Rams at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That's complete. It's Okuegbunam.
Albert O is a touchdown merchant.
Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Could have been another pick.
Knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Shelby. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. It's going to be another
Bale.
drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
To throw on 2nd down. Callaway flushed out right.
Callaway.
Get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
To throw on 3rd down. Callaway. That is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Callaway. And he takes a shot on the release.
That's kind of a bail.
Partner, what we're seeing so
In a roundabout way.
It's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. caught. It's Cup. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Damn. Puka got bumped.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
Why are you taking the timeout on me? Let's just run it to half.
Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Burrow. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Oh, we're doing this.
The Rams
Cool.
going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Waited a second too long.
He's not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Callaway. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking to throw on second down. Callaway. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 70. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He finds his man complete. It's
I bumped my
Morrison.
own, dude.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Shelby. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Burrow looking to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 18. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Shelby, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On the counter, this is Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain there of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. from the shotgun. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On third down, Burrow. Quick hit, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A give up the middle to Akers. Shifts past him at the 45. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will take a knee here.
Who's fast?
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of